Shiba Inu fans, SHIB is currently doing fantastic today, up an awful lot in its price, and in today's video, we're going to get into why that's happening and how hopefully it will last for the future. So let's get right into it. So as you guys can see here, SHIB right now is sitting at a 7% gain here on the day, which is just absolutely awesome. Right here, pushing past the 8.5 mark, which I explained in my last video was a line of resistance at the time, and now has sitting here right past 8.6, which is just fantastic. So why has this happened, and will it be sustained in the future? Well, this movement can largely be attributed to something that I mentioned a few videos ago, and that is Doge. And everybody wants to sit here and say that Doge has no effect on the price of SHIB, but let's be honest, guys, it does. Because Dogecoin, leads the meme market, and no matter how much we may try to differentiate SHIB from a technical level, obviously, with SHIBASWAP and things like that, in the end, so many people still associate SHIB as a meme token like they do Doge. So, as you guys can see here, Doge is up 17% on the day. And if you guys notice here, once Dogecoin peaks here, a little after 6 o'clock here at 34 cents, SHIB does a very similar thing. So here, a little after 6 o'clock, and it hits its peak. So SHIB is very quick to follow Dogecoin's trajectory. Now, of course, there were a few other factors which were helpful, such as Ethereum being decent today as well. And I bet Ethereum is sitting here around 33, which it is. So Ethereum is doing solid on the day, which is just absolutely wonderful. But Dogecoin, man, really leading the way here with this rise, and that's just absolutely wonderful. So again, we look at the 1 day, and this is pretty big, man. So when we look on Twitter here, as you guys can see, Dogecoin to $1 is currently trending. So that's everything we're looking at here. Of course, a lot of tweets about it. Bitcoin Doge, everyone trying to pump it up here. Someone's talking about trying to get it past 75 cents. And really, man, this growth was kind of programmed. I think a lot of people can agree that Doge was ready to have a bit of a breakout here, because if we are to take a look here at the Doge chart here first, and obviously we'll get into SHIB here right after, but looking at this Doge chart first, man, when you zoom out here and really look at the big picture, you could say that safely, Dogecoin really has been getting ready to kind of see this, sort of explosion happen. And you guys can kind of see it makes kind of a falling wedge movement. Not exactly, but you could say it is somewhat of a consolidation here, a little bit above 30. And, you guys can see here that this recent bit of growth here, and if you look at the moving average here, which we will look on the screen here, the moving average, of course, you guys can see that, as well as the RSI. I'll throw that up there for you guys as well. The RSI is determined that, hey, at a lot of points here, Dogecoin, even at 24 cents, still has a lot of room to grow. It still has a lot of room to, exponentially increase, and that's what you guys can see. So it rushes all the way up to the top of the RSI, and it hits, around 30 cents, and then the RSI says, okay, it's overbought. So then we have a tiny bit of a sell-off down to 26 cents, and then, the cycle repeats, and the cycle repeats, and right now, it's saying it's a little bit on the overbought side, which is understandable. So once this little candle here deflates, we'll probably see it, probably hop down to like 31 or 32 cents. But regardless, man, this is pretty amazing stuff. I mean, we've been waiting an awful long time. And if you look at it really, man, this kind of is a long period of consolidation here at around, 20-ish, which is, an awful long time. I mean, this is literally, 3 weeks of it just sitting here at 20. And I've always said that Doge is a fine investment, not from a serious standpoint, but just knowing that, hey, eventually Elon Musk is probably going to push it above $1, and that's probably just going to happen. So, having that, in your portfolio, especially when Doge dips, I always think is a fine idea. It's a little late, I'd say, on the day to buy it. I don't think 34 cents is the best time to buy it today, but it is still definitely nice to know that, in the near future, it probably will pass 50 cents again, and we'll probably get kind of close to that in the near future. So definitely not a bad idea. And, these effects on SHIB are very, very clear. So of course, when we go and take a look at the SHIB chart, man, kind of the same thing. So of course, you have a lot of this kind of momentum in this direction here. Again, you kind of have a bit of a wedge going this way, and you guys can see this is from the 8th, and you kind of make a wedge. There's a little bit of an exception here. Sometimes these graphs aren't all that clean cut, but ideally you could watch these lows getting a little lower, or these highs getting a little bit lower, getting a little bit more stable, and these lows getting a little bit higher. And that's really what matters, man. Like I've talked about in a few previous videos, from my months of looking at SHIB, directly, literally every day looking at it, I've noticed that getting these lows higher is really the most important thing. You don't really worry about these peaks, because honestly, these are just peaks. I'm not, particularly excited about it right now at 8.7, or, here when it was 8.8. I'm not particularly excited about that. I care more about these lows. And every time, you guys can see these lows are going up. When you break this off into sections, these lows are going up every single time, which is wonderful, because this is showing more stability. Because now, once people determine, hey, we're at a bottom, that starts, a buy period. And obviously, the higher that people determine, okay, is the bottom, the better off we are. And that's kind of what we could tell here by looking at TradingView. So when we look at the relative strength index, you guys can see right now, of course, yeah, SHIB is a little bit, on the overbought side, which is understandable. It's probably going to deflate a little bit, maybe down to like 8.3 or 8.4. But regardless, this is still so much better than it was, a couple days ago even. So all around, man, I am very, very excited to see this growth. And again, compared to where we were just 2 weeks ago, sitting here around 6.2, that was kind of depressing, man, not going to lie. And even more depressing than that was before this really scary period here where we were back down into the 5s, which was just very, very depressing. So all around, man, it is wonderful to watch the fact that SHIB has managed to have this kind of a recovery from, kind of the slump that it was in. And that's just absolutely wonderful. So what I'll be looking at here is for the RSI to dip down somewhere, to around 50 maybe. So I'd anticipate this is probably going to come down maybe to around here, which could, lead a few candles down, maybe to, like 8.1 or something. But after that, if we're, smart, hopefully after that, after it dips in this fashion, maybe we'll watch it head back up again to 70 this time, maybe charting candles up to, 8.8, 8.9, maybe even to 9, which would be a very good, sort of milestone, because it's been just such a long time since we've actually seen it, hold at 9 like this. So ideally, we're looking for this line here, man, which is not going to be that easy. But I definitely think within the next week or so, we will get here. We will get to this line in the next week or so, because we're pushing it, and we're just getting so freaking close right now. It is just amazing. So if you guys are new and you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, folks, and subscribe. I really do appreciate all the amazing support on the channel. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, where do you think this is headed? Because honestly, I think this could be a fantastic next, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatnot, for SHIB, and could possibly even break into a new decimal place, if the momentum keeps going in this fashion. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, if you did, drop a like. Check out my Webull link down below in the description if you guys want to get started on Webull. We each get 2 free stocks, and who can't love that? So link down below in the description. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.